Hi everyone. We are going to go over closing up last week. Was it last week? No, the week before. Yeah, last week. We're closing up the last week of November. If you haven't watched my last video, I'll link it, but I kind of explained I haven't closed up November. I haven't set up for December 1st. So we are just gonna go back and do this. I already wrote out our expenses. Oh, sorry. I jotted down our expenses from our cards, and then we'll go ahead and put it on our little trackers and then do our math. So I usually don't do this part on camera just because I go into our main account, I write down all of our transactions, and then I go into our credit card accounts and then I write all the transactions. So we don't really need to do that on camera, and I don't even know how I would be able to do that because I do everything on my phone and I record on my phone. So, okay, let's go ahead and get into it. I don't think we had another gas purchase, so we only, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so we only spent $60. That was one car fill up. Oh, see, Target, I didn't even write this down. So Target, we did end up spending the $100 because I have I have another Chase credit card that had like a little bit under $400 balance. So Target is at a zero balance. So I just use that to go to the Chase credit card. So yeah. Okay. And then coffee, I think this week, oh yeah. So this week I only spent $20 on a refill. Coffee. Oops, sorry. I will figure out this focusing, zooming in and out stuff, I swear. Okay, there. Okay, coffee, only spent $20. Daycare had already came out. Food, we'll go over that in a bit. Internet already came out, and lunches for last week. One of my sons had a balance on there because sometimes he packs his own lunch, but the other one didn't, so I did a little bit less, so that's perfect. And if you also watched my last video, you could tell how annoying my dogs have been. I don't know if they just know that baby is on the way or something, because they both have been extra whiny, extra needy, and just a lot. So sorry if they become a little bit too much. Okay. So, and then obviously when I wrote these all down, I forgot to write the dates that they came out of, and honestly I just got lazy to go back and write them, so we're just gonna wing it. I know I know these McDonald's was me last week, and again, I don't remember. We're not doing them on specific dates. Probably because I just forgot. So we did have Chipotle last week. We did a Walmart pickup for groceries. And like I said, the McDonald's was me because I am craving the McGriddles lately. So, and I just got one today. So, 10.71. 38 was Burger King. And then I will write down what categories they came out of. I know I'm a little inconsistent of how I do my tracking and my budgeting and everything. But sometimes I do stuff off camera. So, and then I do oh gosh. I wish this would turn so you guys could see my big dog, but he is the biggest baby. But anyways, so I write down typically the amount, where it was, and what card it came out of. And usually I'll highlight the card transactions so I know that budgeted money needs to go back to that card instead of just tracking it, if that makes sense. So that's how that works, or how I try to do it. Okay, from our regular checking account, yes, this was all during the week. So I think this was a bigger eating out week because, what do I want to say happened last week? I know my husband ended up working a lot later. Oh, see, and then I did another McDonald's. I knew there was 3, but I didn't see it. Anyways, he ended up working a lot later all week. So I don't know how other couples are, but if we're not together, we usually don't have the motivation to like do the evening routine without each other. And I think just me being so far along, and once I am off work and I pick up my daughter, like that is it for me. Like I'm not trying to do anything else. Honestly, if it was up to me, I would just go to bed. So I did end up treating the kids out to eat a lot last week, and my husband did eat out at work a lot too. Like the Shells, he picked up some drinks with his taco lunch one day, and I think this Jib is his and this Taco Bell is his. And he picked up pizza one night for all of us for dinner. It was like 8 o'clock by the time he got home, but I just made the kids eat a bunch of snacks until Dad got home. So, yeah. So it was just like a big eat out week, and just nobody was feeling to do anything about it. So that's fine. I mean, we're probably going to be over. But whatever. It already happened, and I know we should be budgeting a lot better, especially if you've seen my last video, my maternity leave plans. We always go over on our weekend money and our food money. And yesterday, I think I talked to my husband, and I think we're gonna tentatively lift the price, raise our budget for those 2 categories, and tentatively. So I'm gonna leave the weekend at 100 and leave food at 200, but tentatively raise it to $50 more each. So we'll budget for that, and if we spend it, then it's budgeted instead of just coming out of our rollover or whatever. And then if we don't spend it, I don't know, we've said that we'll roll it over into debt, maybe into a debt payment, but we'll see what that happens. So I'll make those changes for our December budget, which is already a little tight. So, Kobe, get down. Oh, my dogs are going crazy today. Okay, I'm gonna highlight this Zone purchase because this was on pause. It's the Zone. It's, what is it? I think it's like just boxing. I don't know. It's a streaming service, and I don't know if it's just like boxing and boxing fights and stuff, or if it has other stuff, but that's what we use it for. It was supposed to be on pause because usually the only boxing fights that we watch are the Canelo, what's his actual name? Saul Alvarez. So the Canelo Mexican fighter, and he hadn't had any fights, so we put it on pause, and then it just unpaused, I think on Sunday or something. So that came out, so of course it's gonna come out of, or I'm just gonna label it unbudget miscellaneous because we just didn't pay attention to it. And I told my husband just to go ahead and cancel that because I don't think he has any other fights coming up. So other than that, we don't use the Zone. Okay, so now let's total. Did I put nope, I didn't. Okay. So now let's total all of this up and see how we did over the week, which is going to be bad, but yeah, it already happened. We already ate the food. 40. Ugh. Okay. So that totaled $275.25. So yeah. So then we'll write it up here. $275.25. And usually any overages will come out of rollover or just, yeah, rollover. I always usually call it leftover money. And, I'm sorry. But this $500 buffer, I think I had said in my other video that we were going to be using it for maternity leave. Yeah. So this is going to be reduced. No, actually it's not, because this stuff already came out. I'm just doing the math now. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, and then let's put the Zone over here in our little unbudgeted section. And that, oh, we don't know when it came out. Okay, and now let's total up our actuals. Okay, so $982. So if we subtract our $890, what was actually budgeted, says we went over $10.82. And if you know me, I always get tripped up on this bottom number because I'm all like, how are we only over $10 if here we were over $30, but then I guess here we're under $60. I don't know if it's math in general or it's just my current pregnancy brain that it doesn't make sense to me. But I should go through here and write them all down too, but that's fine. They're pretty clear. And then yeah, our unbudgeted, let's just total it up just to see. So this is $72.39 of unbudgeted. Cool. So yeah, just kind of, I guess, looking it over. Yeah, I think upping our weekend money is going to be a good thing, just because even if we don't spend that extra $50, we already have a plan for it. So that's fine. The trick is going to be finding that extra $100 in our budget, which I might be able to finagle it. I'll have to see. But yeah, gas this week, we only filled up one car because the other car we filled up this last weekend. So it's that gas money is coming from December 1st's budget. And I already explained Target and gas. Let's see. Yeah. And then like this leftover money, so like our internet was only $85, but we budgeted $100, and the same thing for lunches. I want to write down the actual and then like use the leftover money towards either debt or something. But I think I'm just not there yet to like be that organized. But I do want to try to be better about that. So, but yeah, that is last week's budget. And then what I'll also do off camera is these guys are on credit cards. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, you see, that's what I was thinking. Instead of using the leftover money, Kobe! Oh, okay. Kids and dogs, kids and dogs. Okay, anyways, that's what I was actually thinking of doing. So this is a budgeted, like, let's take this one for example. It's budgeted at $105 for the Capital One card, and we only use $92. I'm gonna still make the $105 payment towards Capital One, just because those are the cards that have the balance on, and since we're gonna probably be adding more balance to it these next couple months, let's just try to keep it at bay. So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I think I'm going to do like actual bill or actual spent, and then maybe on here I'll like do a check mark here that that's what was paid back to the card, and then I'll mark off here when the card is actually paid back. So I think that's the new method that I'll do. So that way I could see, or maybe here, let's think about it together. So maybe I will have to do this because what's left over is $12.75. So technically we're making a $12.75 extra payment. No, I think I'll do this method, but I will probably end up doing this, like the over under column, just so I could see how much is actually going to like the rest of the balance on the card. Hopefully that all makes sense. and then hopefully I can stick to it so it, like, I stay consistent, and then throughout my budgeting months with you all, you'll see what I'm trying to do. But yeah, so we finally closed up November. Perfect. I always think these videos are going to be a lot shorter, but I'm a chit chatter. If you're new here, sorry, or hopefully you like the insight into my little life going on here. If you don't know, we're a family of 7. It's me, my husband, our 3 kids. Oh no, hold on. Okay. I was having breakfast at my working desk, and my little dog jumped up there and ate the rest of my breakfast sandwich and knocked over my pins. And yeah, he's being super bad today. I don't know what is up with him, but anyways, we finished up November. Hopefully I stick to this little plan here that I went over with you guys. And yeah, if you haven't watched my maternity leave plans video, go ahead and check it out if you're interested at all. My next video, I'm gonna go ahead and set up for December 1st. And I know I'm behind and bills have already came out, so we need to definitely go over that. And yeah, so hopefully. Okay guys, let me go deal with these dogs and I will see you in the next one. Bye.